Alright, this is Eric, and I'm going to be showing you an introduction to the add-on for World of Warcraft called TellMeWhen. And if you're like me, you learn a lot much better from seeing things than by hearing about them. So I'm just going to show you the way I've set up one of my spells on my 68 Warlock, and then we'll create another one together. So as you can see, I'm not in combat or anything. When I put my corruption spell on the target dummy, you can see my other add-on, class timer, shows the countdown. What we're going to be paying attention to is right here where you saw corruption was before, and that pops up about 3 seconds before it runs out, reminding me to cast it again. Okay. So basically, in effect, what I've done is set up a indicator that tells me to go ahead and cast corruption when it's about to run out. That'll help me remember to always keep corruption on my target. So let's go ahead and clear that target. So I'm going to go ahead and set up another one. And again, as you can see, the idea is that this will tell you when to do something, but it goes way beyond that. I mean, you can use tell me when to do a number of things. That's why I'm going to do several videos on. So this is just an introductory course. You don't need, or an introductory video. You don't need to apply this to a Warlock. It's just to show you what the add-on is capable of. So I have made a macro that basically opens up the add-on, and all it does is put me in config mode. Okay, if I want to get out of config mode, I can click exit config mode. Let's be back in, and this makes all the blank ones visible. So I right-click anywhere on that to bring up a window. What I'm going to do is create another one that does the same thing that my corruption spell does. So to do that, I'm going to go to spell cooldown. Make sure enabled is clicked. And we'll make this one for Bane of Agony. So as soon as I start typing, it starts giving me choices over here on the right. And if that isn't cool, I don't know what is. I'm going to go ahead and select Bane of Agony. And I want this to be shown when it's usable. I'm not really concerned about the timer text for this application. And the other thing I needed to do for this, so right now, if I was to go ahead and click OK and exit out of config mode, this would show me the icon anytime I could cast Bane of Agony, which would basically be all the time. I want to modify that a bit, so I'm going to go into the Conditions tab, and we're going to choose a type of a condition, and this condition is going to be buffs and debuffs. Under that menu, I'm going to find debuff duration. I'm going to check, this unit right here is what it checks the debuff on. That's going to be my target. And I want this to show when it's less than, let's give it 4 seconds, thereabouts. All the number crunchers, min-maxers, I'm sure you can come up with a scheme of when it reminds you to make it more precise, but I don't really require that for my style of gameplay. So again, I start typing in the name of the debuff, and it shows up over here, and we're done. So let's test this thing out. So I'm going to open up with this one right here, and as you can see, it shows both. So I'll go with Bane of Agony, and that goes away. Put my corruption on there, that goes away. Alright, so now I know that I have my 2 dots going. It's not telling me to cast anything, and you can see on my class timer that both of those are ticking down. And corruption's about to run out, so I cast that. Bane of Agony got close and told me to cast that. So So hopefully you can see how this makes just a really handy thing to have. Use your imagination and you can see how there's just a ton of different ways that you can apply this. And I'm going to try to future videos. I'm going to go through and try to find some of those different examples. So anyway, that's all I have for this video. Thanks very much for watching.